So I'll go for filtering. Let me take a case here. Say I'm having a category, then I have subcategory. Under this I am having CLB. So CLC is there. I'll take up this chart. I'll do it transpose, and I am able to see this all data available depending on your case. So if I do filter, let's see what are the options available for filter. I say I want category wise filtration should be there. I drag the data in category. By default show all. I'll say good to go, apply and OK. Second, I say right click, show filter. It'll give you right side legend in form filter. If you uncheck any data would be removed from that particular chart. That's a normal filter. We are having various filters available. I say if you want a single value selection should be there rather than checkbox, you would be having a radio button sort of experience. If you click, you will be getting radio button sort of things. If you say I'm looking for single value drop down, I say filter all. I say I'm looking for single value slicer. So if I click, I'll be changing my values. So unclear it. Then multi-value list is the default option which is available. Then say multi-value drop down is also there. So it's space crunch. Then you can use this. It will be visible as you click on there. I say I am looking for office supply and technology only. That is there. To unclear, you can click it on this icon. Multi-value list in custom, you can write it from yourself. Say I say category I'm having furniture. So you'll be able to see. So this is okay if you're having a pretty big list of category and you are not able to scroll down the things to search the data. It is similar like if you're having filters in Excel that can be utilized. So wildcard match, if you are saying you are looking for some characters, if you are putting initials, it starts all categories having this word as a having this you can say pattern matching in this name. So furniture is there with me starting with FUR, or something you are right as a corporate CORP. If corporate is there, you will be getting data, or something like, let me take what else we have. Office supply we have. So depending on the selection part, we will be getting this. Along with this right side option, you do have option of filter. Let me clear it so that I can get all the things. I right click. I'll say edit filter there on top. Here we are having option of putting general. Select from list. You can manually say I want to remove. If you remove, you say apply, your filter will be applied there. I say let it be, I don't want to apply. Let all three things are there. Custom value list are there. You can type the things same I did in right side value, set technology. So visible, I say I want to go for technology only. I'll say let's remove this. Let's go for all. User list is there. You can customize. Then you have to make some other options which we are currently not going for. So select from list and custom list are there which you have seen. So wildcards, it's a contain, start with, end with, exactly match. Contain, I say wherever I get this, this what we can take. I'll say NICUR is there. So I'll get this filter done. So as a furniture is there, where I am having this pattern of characters are matching. I say starting with, I say start with as a furniture. FUR is there. If you say office supply or technology, you can choose the technology as needed. We say end with you can say furniture RE. Let me take exactly match. If you are having very precise information of your data part, then you can take a call if you data is good for the filtration part. If you're happy with your condition, then you can apply. Respective condition will get applied there. So I'm not doing any condition there. So I'll go for second one option. That's primarily looking when you are having data as a numbers to filter on. So I'll say, let me say currently I'm having all data. I'll say none to be there. Yes. So I say this data to be filtered based on sales. I say I'm getting a sales approximate. This is 600K. So I want a sale should be show where we are having sale less than say 500K. 1, 2, 3. So I'll say if individual sale is not a group sale, if individual sale is less than this 500K, then it will be there. So let me take a 500 or let it be 1500. Let me see. It apply for individual sales, not for the complete sale. So this sum of sale is how much. I have to check the data. Which data is there? Parallelly, we have to validate the things. Let me see what is the sum of sale available. Then we'll come back to this condition later on. So here we are having a different column which we can apply on this chart if you want data to be filtered on. So if you are saying if I'm using this category and subcategory only, still I'm looking for to validate on the profit. So if I say profit, where is profit? Yes, it is there. So I say average of profit should be say greater than. So I'll say 1000. If anything is there, it'll let you know. If it is not there, it will not. No, I say 1. These are the figures where we are having profit greater than 1. So depending on case, you can take a call. Again, you can have ranged load. Say if you are not aware that what is the range of this value. So I say minimum range of this average profit is 161, and maximum range is which is we are saying 264. If you want to go ahead, you can change the value. You can use this value for the filtration also. If you still have formula to write, you can get a formula because we haven't done formula. I'm not going for currently. So 100, you can apply if value is greater than 100. I'll say 200. So you can filter out based on your case. So let me go with the none. I'll come back to with all data with me. I'll go with the fourth tab, which is top. I'll say I'm not looking for data, all data. I'm looking for only top 2 values to be shown sales wise. Let's say based on furniture. So we are working on category. So it can filter the category and show top 2 categories only where sales is highest.